Hey everyone, in this video I want to cover the three different types of barbershops that many people work from and they're employed with. You have the hourly barbershop where you get paid like a job or it's hourly. Then you have the commission only barbershops. And then you have the booth rental type barbershops. I want to talk about all three. Which one, so then you can find out which one is right for you. So you graduated from barber college and you're trying to start your barber career. You know, you have your barber license or you're waiting to go take the state board so you get a certificate that says that permits you to work at a barbershop. But you're trying to figure out which one is right for you. Now let's talk about the hourly barbershops. The hourly barbershops is basically like a 9-to-5 job. You know, you have a schedule, there's the owner, manager in the shop, and you're getting hourly paid. You know, the tips can go to you. Some hourly barbershops, that they have like a tip jar where, you know, they count out the tips at the end of the day and everybody, you know, get paid equally as far as the tips, you know, goes. And then you got some where it's just the tips just go out individually. Like if the person liked the haircut you done, you get to keep your tips and you're still making the money on the clock, which is fine. But is it worth it to work at an hourly barbershop? Now, most hourly barbershops, from what I've seen, a lot of them pay starting about $12 an hour, some maybe $15 an hour. But do you have to look at it? Usually the average haircut takes about 30 to 35 minutes. So if you do 2 haircuts in, let's say, an hour, and the normal price of a haircut is 25 to 30 bucks, you're kind of cheating yourself because you're only getting $15 per hour, if you get what I'm saying. And then if the person decides to tip, not everyone's going to tip, but if let's say they tip you $5, so you've done 2 haircuts, okay, in that hour, and you've got $5, so technically you got $20 for doing 2 haircuts. So you do the math. Do you feel it's worth it? You know, now there is a good thing about it, where if it's a slow day at the barbershop and you're just sitting there, it's fine because you're still on the clock and you're still getting paid. It's like guaranteed money because you're clocking in like a normal 9-to-5 and you're getting paid being on the clock. So that's the way it is. They can also, if it's a slow day, the owner can send you home just like a normal job would. If it's really slow and it's not a lot of work, you know, they can send you home. Okay, next I want to talk about a commission-based barbershop. Commission-based barbershop, I'm not sure if there's a lot of barbershops that do 70-30. 70% goes to the barber, 30% goes to the shop. You know, most barbershops, if you are on commission, is 60-40. So let's say it's 60-40. You know, that's great, but there's a strict attendance policy, just like an hourly barbershop and the commission barbershop. And the main key of being a barber is you want to be able to work for yourself. You want to be able to have that flexibility to work when you want to work. But if you're an hourly barber and you're a barber on commission, there's a strict attendance policy, which means, you know, you have to be there, you know, because if you're not there, then the owner's not getting paid Friday, when Friday or Saturday, whatever he expect his money, whether it's, you know, Friday or Saturday. So after a while, he's going to look at you and say, well, it's not working out. If you let's say you don't show up on Tuesday, you don't come in on Wednesday, but then you come up Friday and Saturday and Thursday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you show up. Then when it's time for the commission to come, the owner is not really making nothing because he's looking back at you wasn't here Tuesday and Wednesday. You know, so it's going to be a strict attendance policy. Also, you're kind of cheating yourself because if you're giving someone 40% out of every haircut you do, when it's a big holiday like Easter or the 4th of July or New Year's or whatever, and everyone's trying to get out and party, and it's going to be a lot of traffic and very busy in the shop, a lot of times you're going to end up losing because you're taking 40% out of every haircut. So, you know, at the end of the day, the owner is going to be getting paid a lot more than what you're making because he's taking 40% out of each cut you do, and then it's busy because it's the holiday coming up. So the owner is going to be making the majority of the money. Then you look at booth rent. Let's say I don't know how much booth rent is in your state where you're located, but I'm gonna just throw out a regular ballpark figure of 150. Let's say it's 150 a week for booth rent, 150, 200, but let's say 150 a week. If you're paying a flat rate of 150 a week, that gives you the ability to, if you have, let's say you have a client that's constantly tipping you, you want to show your appreciation, you want to cut his or her hair for free, you can do that paying booth rent, because you become your own boss. You have complete control. You come to work when you want to come to work. You leave when you want to leave, because at the end of the day, you're paying booth rent. You're renting out that booth. You know, you get a set of keys to come in and out the shop, you know, say after hours if you have to, because it's like an apartment. You're renting out that booth. So when a holiday comes and it's really busy, you know, it doesn't matter. All the money is going to you because you have your booth rent and you're paying a flat fee to the owner, which is that 150 that we just discussed. You know, so you got to choose which one is better for you. Me personally, I like booth rent because I know that, you know, I like to have my booth rent paid a week in advance. You know, as soon as I do a couple of haircuts, like I know Tuesday, most shops are closed Monday, but I know Tuesday, Wednesday, that's the day I try to get my money together so I can have my booth rent. And then the rest of the week, everything I make, I keep, because I already got my booth rent already set up. You know, because I use those 2 days to try to make booth rent, or, you know, and focus on booth rent. And I try to pay in advance just in case something happen. You never know what can happen. You know, car may break down or whatever the case may be. You know, if you pay a week in advance, you don't have to worry about it. You can use, because you know you got that week that you already got paid for. So that's the thing about booth rent. It's a flat fee. You know, it's not a strict attendance. You come when you want to come in. If you don't want to show up, you don't have to. If you get sick or whatever, it's fine. You know, you come in when you want to come in. As long as you pay your booth rent, you're fine. You know, it's not a strict attendance policy. So at the end of the day, you got to figure out which barbershop is right for you, whether it's hourly, whether it's commission, and whether it's booth rent. Me personally, I like booth rent. I'm not telling you to go to a booth rent barbershop. I'm just throwing it out there so you can kind of, by you just graduated from school, or you've been out of school for a while, or whatever the case may be, you've had your license for a while, and you now just saying, I'm tired of working these 9 to 5s. I want to work at a barbershop. I want to make my own hours. I want to have complete control, or whatever the case may be. I'm just giving you the option to choose one of the 3 different types of, you know, barbershops that are out. And hopefully this video was informative to you. Hopefully you take a minute and think about what we just covered, and you take it from there. Good luck to you guys.